And welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. Now let's start with the coding to get all of this working. Okay, exit. Now the first thing I like to do before I continue is, you see right here, I'm going to double click on the exit and take care of my exit. So I'm going to say dim I exit as dialog result there, and I exit because I would like it to prompt the user to confirm if they really want to exit or they may have made a mistake. So I exit equals message box dot show, and that will be confirm if you want to exit. Confirm if you want to exit, and right here comma, and that'll be the name of my system, resistor color code calculator, and right here we say comma, message box button, no, buttons dot yes no, and let's use message box icon as well. Message box icon dot, I'm going to use a question mark. There we go. And now let's use an if statement. If I exit equals dialog result dot yes then application dot exit dot exit. Right, that is the exit line of code taken care of. I'm going to copy these very same lines of code, and I'll come right in here, double click on my reset. I will use that for my reset. Let's change the name of this to reset. I reset. Yeah, and here as well. But instead of me saying I exit, it's going to be I application dot restart, but it will end the whole program and restart it all over. The reason being so that we can get all of these components back in line. So let me run it, you see what I'm talking about. If I click on I exit, that's it. If I dare say yes, that's it, the system is gone. Restart it again. Alright, so if you click on no, it stays put. You look at all of these. If I click on reset, no, let's assume we say yes. So the system will refresh. There we go. Okay, and we'll be able to see all of these images will be loaded onto the system. Okay, now the next thing is, let's come right in here, double click on this very one, and in there I'm going to use this very line of code. If combo color dot, let's say selected item or index, okay, selected index equals index 0, then I want the following: LBL line dot back color equals black, and LBL band 1 dot text equals 0. Right, so what will happen is, if I come in here, I have my LBL line 1, that's it right there. Let's pin this down so that you guys can see it. That is line 1, line 2, line 3, look at it, and line 4, you can see the difference. That's line 4 there, line number 3, line number 2 and line 1. Okay, and this is my band 1. So if I run it and I select the very first item, I expect this to become black and 0 should be displayed here. So click on that, select black, there we go. You see that? Alright, that's the whole idea. That's why I call these indicators. Okay, now let's come back in here, double click on this, copy and change that to else if it's 1, this one should become 1, and the color for number 1 should become dot brown. There. Okay, so we'll run it again and we can speed it up. There we go. Select, that's black and that is 0. Select brown, that is 1, that is brown. Okay, I believe you get the whole idea now. I'm now going to copy and just speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. And there guys, alright, it's exactly the same lines of code apart from different numbers. And finally underneath I'm going to say LBL selector dot text equals selected or select second band. There. Okay, I'm now going to speed that up and repeat the same thing for this. And there we go, the second one is completed as well using exactly the same method of programming and the same lines of codes. Okay, the only difference is just the name of the object. Right, let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. There we go guys, select band 1. Let's say we have yellow. Now you've been advised to select from band 2. You selected band 2, now you've been advised to select band 3 right there. So band 3 is not taken care of yet. So let's come down in here, exit out of the system and double click on band 3 right in here. So that is going to be, let's copy that, if CMB multiplier dot selected item selected index equals 0, then this was going to happen. LBL line 3 dot back color equals color dot black. There. However, LBL multiplier dot text equals 1. There. Okay, let's use an if statement for the next color for the next color selection. Let's use an else if the item selected, the index selected is index 1, then the multiplier should display, that should display 1, this should display 0 really. Now that should display 1 and this should display 10. And if the next one is index number 2, this become 100. If the next one is index number 3, index 3, this becomes 1000. And let's say index number 4, and this becomes 10,000. Okay, and so on. So let's speed that up and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, that is that completed for the third one. Have a good look at the lines of codes. Let's take it from the top here and bring it down. Now let's come in here In the case of the tolerance, let me run it, you see what I'm talking about when I run it. There, we only have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, all of these are the one. The difference is so minute, it won't even reflect, but this one is 5%, 10%, and 20%. So my tolerance is going to be based on just those 3. So let's exit out of the system and double click on that, using exactly the same lines of code. There we go. Right, that's the tolerance up to here. Okay, let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. Alright, first, second, and then let's change that, and let's go for multiplier, and here tolerance there. Okay, so once all of those are selected and the indicators have actually shown what and what we've selected, so that means this multiplied by this, 36 multiplied by 100. Okay, now we want to find it, the value of that divided by 1000, and we find the resistor value, minimum and maximum range. So to achieve that, we have to do that in here. So let's go to our calculator, come right down here, double click on calculator. Right inside the calculator, I'm going to declare the following. So the first one is going to be Q, is going to be declared as an array, and that is going to be Q as, let's say Q as double. Okay, let's declare T as well, Q and T. Alright, there's 2 arrays there, sorry, there's 2 variables there. One is an array, the other one is just an ordinary single variable. And next one is going to be dim F, comma, dim S and dim FS as strings. Okay, the F, we're taking the first number, second number, and both F and S will be grouped together in there. So let's say F equals, you don't have to, but we can say convert. And what are we converting? We're converting a dot to string, whatever is in there, so that we can concatenate it. LBL band 1 dot text. That's the first one. The second one is going to be S, and that is for band 2. Alright, so we now say FS equals F plus S. Okay, now let's say Q1, array number 1 equals convert dot to double, whatever we have in here, FS. And once that is converted, now let's store it inside array number 2 equals Q1. Now that is done, I'm going to now use if statement. If CMB tolerance, okay, if the index selected, or selected index, if is equal to 10, then let's see what the index will be. Then I need to know what index that will be. Let's come in here. I can't just assume it's 10. Click on that. That's 7, because that is the first one is 7, 8, 9. Okay, go back in there. if the index selected is 7, right, now come right down here, and that's going to become Q3 equals, let's say, Q2 multiplied by T, and we divide that by 1000 really, and that will give us the value in 1000. Okay, we need to close this here then. Right, now that that is done, let's multiply that by 0.05. that is for the gold, and we now say LBL divide by 1000.text equals, convert dot to string, that will be Q3. Okay, we've just converted it to string, and let's come out here and let's say, let's assign the sign, that will be KOMH, that is the resistor sign, or whatever it's called. Okay, that is that. Now LBL resistor value itself dot text. Okay, so let's copy. I'm going to copy all of these, paste that in here. That is going to be Q2, and there. Right, now let's go for Q4. We now know Q2. Where is T? T is not there. This, we need T. T equals, so convert dot to double, and what are we converting to double? That's going to be LBL multiplier dot text. Okay, yeah, we're calling T and we're not doing anything. All right, let's try it out then. Select anything, and we have to make sure we select gold. There we go. We're now able to find the value for the resistor, and once we divide that by whatever we have it, by 1000, that's what we get. Okay, that's fine. So we now need to work out the minimum range and the maximum range. So let's come down here and right in there we enter as follows. Let's say Q4 equals, I'm going to put that in bracket, Q2, and this very Q2 minus Q, let's take away Q3. Alright, do them all in bracket here. Take away Q3 in there, and once that is achieved, we now need to say LBL minimum range of the text equals, let's convert that to string value dot string, and that's going to be Q4 and the ohms or whatever it's called. Copy all of that. The unit of measure is ohms. Alright, there's that. Okay, in the case of maximum range, I'm just going to copy this and change it around, come down here, and this one will become Q5. Q5 here, and this will be maximum MX, and this will be addition. Right, so let's run it and see. Okay, now select red, select yellow, and select that, select this. There we go, and that is correct. So that's fine. The next one is, all I just need to do now is I'm going to copy these, all of these, use else if, paste, and what we need to do now is increase this. That will be 8, index number 8, and the tolerance is 10, which is 0.1. That is that done. Copy all of these for the last tolerance. The last tolerance, our tolerance is 9, and that's 20%. So the 20% that will become 0.2. There we go, and that's all there is to it. I think I'm done with the program now. Have a good look at the codes for the calculation, or for the calculation itself. Those are the lines of code for the calculation itself. Okay, one more time. Alright, let's run it. Select whatever in there and whatever here, and maybe yellow here, and select maybe silver. Click there. Okay, let's change that to gold. There we go. Let's change that to no color. There we go, guys. And that is how you develop your own resistor color code calculator using ComboBox with embedded images. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and you all have a nice day now. Bye for now. Yeah. Bye.